My earliest memory is of a Mishima Zaibatsu laboratory. I don't even know who my parents are. The only one I remember is